Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I know this is not my usual time. You're quite correct. But kind of a special occasion-ish. I got something in the mail today that actually I wasn't expecting to come quite so quickly. But it's invitation only. So just for full disclosure, I don't get I don't get freebies, okay? I'm not an influencer. I don't get free stuff from anybody. Nobody pays me anything to do anything. I bought this because I'm curious about it. And I thought you guys might be too, so I thought we would open it together. So let me run the intro just so everything's official, and then we'll dive right in. I guess that's not working, huh? Hello, everybody. My name is Kathleen, and I am your tech coach. That's what I do. It is my job, it is my hobby, it is my world. And I share as much of that as I possibly can with you. Now I'm trying to get, because I'm doing this on the fly, so of course, oh wait, did the Facebook actually work? No way. Well, we'll find out in a second. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's roll the dice. Okay, so what am I talking about? So I got something in the mail today that is something I got because I signed up to get the invitation. So here, we'll give you a little bit of a tip here. A little clue what's going on. Okay, so this will give you a little bit of a clue what's going on, right? So every so often they post something saying, hey, if you want to try to get an invite for this early release thing, let us know. And it's a public thing, okay? I have no connections. I have no pull in the universe. This is just stuff that I do whenever I get the opportunity. And this one I actually got the okay for. Sorry, I'm looking for all my windows here. Because this is not a fully set up show. So I never know. Like, you sign up for these things and you never know if you're going to get it, if you're not. And whatever, I figured worst comes to worst, it doesn't happen. So that's okay too. But this time I did get it. What's funny is, like, they didn't give me any notification it was coming. Usually you get a notification saying, hey, you were accepted and, your invite is coming and your thing is on the way and all that kind of stuff. Just want to make sure we're actually running. Okay, we are. This was... Ooh, the streams are not happy. So I had to rebuild over the weekend too, but that's a whole other story. So something's not happy. Hopefully it's good enough. This is not going to be a long stream, so hopefully it doesn't matter too bad. Hopefully it's working well enough for you. Looks like it is. Okay, I don't know who's having the problem. It's hard, it's not being clear. Looks like it's Facebook and Periscope that are having the problems. So if you guys are having problems seeing this, let me know. But that's not why we're here. We're here because I got this thing in the mail. So this is what we are talking about. I want this. So this is what it is. And I thought we would open it together and see what we shall see. And then we can kind of get into some details on it. So let me open it up. First thing I'm surprised at is that so we're doing an unboxing of an envelope because it didn't come in a box, which is really unusual. I very rarely get anything, sorry for the noise, I very rarely get anything from Amazon that is not in a box. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, are you ready? This tells you nothing. This tells me nothing. It's a good thing I know what it is. What is there, like, anything on here that identifies what it is? Not a blessed thing. Okay, let me take it out of the wrapper, because definitely with the reflection you won't be able to tell. I mean, some of you who have been following things might know, but wow. With this secret little box, they're not giving away a whole hell of a lot, right? I mean, look at that. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. You can kind of make out the text here, but it's black ink, black shiny ink on a black background. So some graphic designer had a good time with that. But there's literally no real obvious thing unless you've got a really good view, and I kind of doubt that considering the fact that I'm getting all these warnings on the screen here. But that's okay. We don't really need to see a whole lot. So, any guesses? Anybody want to jump in and say, hey, I think I know what it is? I'll give you a second if you want to play a game. We can play the game. Facebook is up and good. Okay, thank you, John. Let me see. Actually, I also need to see if Phoenix Social is working. Let's see. No, it is not. Let me try a refresh. Bummer. Looks like vMix Social is not working for us right now. But oh well. We'll just soldier along. I'll just keep flipping between to make sure I get the comments. So, any guess, John, what this is? Maybe did I mention it to you? I'm not sure. I'll give you a sec. I'm really surprised at like the ultra stealth box. That's funny. I don't think I've ever gotten anything from them that was so ultra stealth. Just really like. It looks like it's Periscope. Oh, it's Periscope and YouTube that are having the problem, but the YouTube says it's getting a good stream, so whatever. All right. It's a black box from Amazon. What a great guess. Good job, John. You got it. Okay, we're done. Yes, it is a black box from Amazon. I've given you that much. But what could be in the black box? All right, let's find out. Let's see how I open this. Got one of their little zip tie thingies on here. Here, try to do this on camera. Okay. It's sticky. You know, as I'm doing this, I'm like, hey, I hope this really is what I think it is. It should be, considering the email I got. I think it is. Really? No propaganda? Oh, okay, here's propaganda. So here we go. It's the Echo Auto. So, before we go too much farther, I have to just admit up front that I'm not really sure why this product exists. I'm not sure why we need it. Because you can use your Echo stuff from this. So I'm not sure why we need a separate device. But let's just keep going and we'll see. Maybe all will be revealed. I'm not sure. All right, so we've got our little booklet. Is it just one or is it? No. Okay, so we got our standard booklet and the suggestion of things to try. Okay. Looks like we have multiple cords here. Okay, so we have. Really? Not USB-C? Okay, that's kind of a bad sign. So they've included a plug. Actually, from what I've read, it's because evidently some cars' Bluetooths are not going to work with this. We've got our plug for the lighter, which... Do they still call it a lighter anymore? Okay, so it is much... Well, here, I won't go there yet. Let's see what else is in here. Wow, this box is very complicated. Can you see the little compartments in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little compartments in this box. They spent a lot of time working on that, too. And this looks like the little sticky thing that they're going to want me to put it on the dash with, which I am not going to do. Because, well, we'll talk about that, but reasons. Okay, so this is smaller than I expected it to be. This is, what, roughly credit card-ish size? I was really expecting something much larger. Of course, I'm terrible when I read descriptions, like, and they give measurements. I can never visualize it, so I don't even bother anymore. But the picture I had in my head was bigger. Interesting, it's got a little cutout in the back here. I guess that's for what this is. Oh, I guess is it magnetic? Yeah, there's vaguely a magnet pole here. I mean, I don't think I would hang it off of that, but it's not a super strong magnet. Even with this plastic, it should be... Alright, I would not trust that with much. So let me take it out of the little plastic. So the idea with this is that you... Let me switch this. The idea is that you would attach this to your dash, which, like I said, I'm not going to do. And the way that it works is this is not... You figured it would be bigger too, right, John? Okay, yeah, I'm a little confused. I just expected it to be larger than this. Here are my glasses for comparison. I'm really bummed that vMix Social is not working at all right now. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. Yeah, so the idea is that you put this in your car, you plug it in for power, okay, with these. Oops, not that one. Okay, so these are the basic parts that you need. Here, I'll put it down here. It's probably easier to see on the table. Okay, so this is what they want you to attach it to the dash with. That's probably an alcohol wipe, and I'm sure it's a little sticky thing. And then this is how you power it. The power goes into here, and it powers this. Now, the thing with this is, this doesn't do anything on its own. This has to connect to your phone, which is the first level of me going, what are we talking about here? Because it's not... Well, I guess it's... I'm thinking about it. I was like, well, okay, that's kind of how the devices in the home work, right? They don't do anything on their own. They connect to the Wi-Fi. So I guess that's kind of what it's doing with the phone, except the phone is going to connect to your Amazon app. And I have to load an update in order to make this work. They sent me an email that has a special link in it that I haven't even tried yet. One sec. Yeah, so here, I can make this bigger, I think. Yes, I can. So they sent me this email. So even like from this picture, like I had no perspective, so I just thought it was going to be bigger. So, you know, the super complicated plug it in. This is a terrible drawing. It looks like you just stick a wire in there. Don't do that. So you plug it in, mount it to your dashboard, identify a flat surface near the center of the dashboard. Not going to do that. Clean, peel the plastic cover off, place the mount so it's horizontal with the LED bar facing the driver. Okay, so now we know where the mic is. You download the updated app. Excuse me. After setup, your Echo will require a critical update. Okay, so they shipped these before the software was done. We'll begin to update. Take 20 minutes to download in the background. So don't do this as you're rushing to work in the morning. Good tip. Update will be applied next time your auto is turned on. Using Alexa to make calls may not function until your device is updated. Okay, so now we know what the update is. Simply say the name, wait for the chime, then ask for stuff. Will reply over your speakers if connected via Bluetooth. Make sure you have the right blah blah blah. If connected via cable, so that's these thingies here. Let me switch. No, you're not going to switch? You are going to switch because I told you to. There we go. So when they say it connected with an auxiliary cable, this is what they're talking about. It's these standard kind of headphone jacky kind of things. So that's what that is. Let's go back. Set your audio to auxiliary. Okay, that's pretty standard. If you experience trouble. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's all the information they've given me so far. And let's see, first time I've ever said that. John's referring back to his earlier comment that he thought it would be bigger too. I'm not going to touch that. Yeah, so then we've got our little, card that they always include that says, hey, try these things. So enjoy your music, listen to a book, make the most of your drive, like adding things to a shopping list. News, podcasts, weather and sports, local search and traffic. Have questions, control your smart home, stay connected. Call mom, okay, I'm heading home, has skills, and shopping. Okay, so basically it sounds like it's everything you can do with your standard at-home device. So here's the thing. I'm already doing that. I'm doing that with this. I have a, power to plug it in. Not that I really have to. I just like to keep it charged when I can. I've got a dash holder that plugs, it attaches to the vents, and I talk to this and I say, navigate to, or shuffle this playlist, or call, or read messages. Like I do all this. I've been doing this for years on this. So, and I thought, maybe that should be the first test. I thought I could do that with just the Amazon app. I've never bothered because I'm a Google girl. But maybe that's what I'll try first. First, I'll try doing it using just the app on my phone to see what happens. And then I will compare what, if any, difference I get from using this. Because right now, I'm a little confused. So the way that it explains it, let me look at the book here. Maybe I'll read as I go here. Yep. That's not good. My screens just went all black on me. What the heck? Okay, my system is maxed out for no unknown for no apparent reason. Hang on, let me bring it up on my phone and make sure we're still connected. I think we are. although it is still not happy about 2 streams. Let's see. Hopefully we're still there. I can't. If you're answering whether or not we're still there, I can't even tell because I can't see. Oh, it's coming back. Okay. Oh, no, we don't need to hear me twice. Once is plenty. Okay, so it looks like we are still live. That's good. I'm using the Chrome browser. Did Google shut it down? No. Okay, so it says, let me switch this back. So this is microphone off. This is action, which for hands-free devices is a questionable thing. That's where you would plug in the auxiliary connector. Oh, sorry, I've got the wrong window up. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, so it's telling me that this is an action button. This is turning the microphone on and off. The light bar, it's implying, is here. Of course, it's not powered, so we're not going to see a light bar. Those are the buttons. The light bar is somewhere here. I'm not completely sure. I guess you can kind of see a line there when I hold it that way. We've got these two. So the one is the power port and the other is the auxiliary port. I'm really surprised at micro USB. Why is anybody still doing anything with that? Everything should be USB-C right now. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the dash mount. That is an alcohol pad. We've identified the other parts. So plug in your Echo, Auto Echo. Connect one end to the micro USB, the other to the power thingy. That's pretty simple. So they don't call it a lighter. They call it the power adapter now. Okay. You can also use your car's built-in USB port if available. Oh, okay. You turn on the car to power the device. You will see sweeping orange light, which is typical with these devices. Alexa will greet you. Your Echo Auto is now ready for setup. If you don't see the light after 1 minute, hold down the action button for 8 seconds. So that's the purpose for that. Use the items included for optimal performance, of course. Download the Alexa app. Set up your Echo Auto using the Alexa app. Echo Auto utilizes your smartphone plan and the Alexa app for connectivity and other features. Because they mean phone calls. Carrier charges may apply. Carrier charges will apply. Please consult your carrier for information on any fees, limitations that apply to your plan. In other words, don't blame us when your bill goes through the roof. I don't have to worry about it. I'm on Google Fi. Mount it on your dash. Yeah. Talking, it's the same as the other. Storing. If you want to store it, unplug the cables, remove the dice from mount. Okay. Okay. This is why I was reading this, because I'm like, okay, these are the things I'm worried about, but I won't go there just yet. If you want to store your device, unplug it, remove it from the mount. If your car is going to be parked for an extended period of time, we recommend that you unplug the in-car power adapter. Okay. That's, interesting. Okay, so, whoops, I'm sorry, Murph. I just knocked the envelope on top of him. Sorry, Murphy. Poor boy. Okay. So I'm just going to freewheel here. So I have a number of questions in my head about this. First of all, like I said, why do I need this if I have this? So that's the first question. The other is electronic devices, as we probably all know, do not react well to extremes of temperature. So it's summer here in the U.S. on the East Coast, actually all across the U.S. So it is getting freaking hot, and in the car it gets freaking hot a lot faster. Plus I have a dark colored car with a black interior. All of these things add up. So that's the kind of like extremes that these devices don't like. Also, in a few months it'll be winter, and then we'll have the freezing cold, which is another set of extremes that these things don't like. The other is, I'm really sure that if this is sitting on the dash of people's car, anybody walking by is going to go, smash, grab. So yeah, of course you're not going to leave this plugged in, and that's pretty obvious. I mean, that's one of the pluses of it being so small, I guess. But also, that's the problem I have with these things. So there's been lots of people trying to sell dash mounts of all shapes and sizes. every single one that I've ever tried that you put on top of the dash, especially using some sort of sticky substance, lasts about 2 weeks for me. Because think about it, right? The sun is beating down on this. We've got some sort of glue here. What happens to glue when it gets hot? It starts to melt, okay? As do plastic things. They might have a better chance of the plastic surviving than the glue will. Also, what happens to glue when it gets cold? It tends to constrict, right, and lose its adhesion, and so these things fall off. So, plus, I also don't want sticky stuff on my dash. I mean, my car is not new, but it's not old either, and so I really don't want glue residue all over the place. So, I'm not a fan of this. Now, I will say, I probably could bring this up. Let me see. That they do offer a mount for it, which is sort of along the same lines as the mount that I have for my car right now. Give me 1 second. See if I can bring that up for you. What I found interesting about it is the fact that it also requires it to be flat. So here, let me show you this. And so that's kind of suspicious too, because so the mount that I have in my car right now is it's a squeezy grabby thingy, right? And so I put it on, it's in the vents on the car, and it clamps on to this, and I can do it either landscape or portrait, whichever way I want. This, however, I'll show you in a second here. I'm gonna get the. This is interesting in that it is designed to keep the thing flat, which raises the question: why are we so obsessed with it having to be flat? Is the design that precious? So this it goes into the vents just like mine does, but you see, it's like an L shape, and it's clearly designed for this to sit on the top here. It doesn't logically make a whole lot of sense to me that I can't do it this way, that it absolutely has to be this way. And the very fact that the instructions insisted that it has to be this way, and the bar has to be facing you, and it has to be in the center, leads me to believe that there's some issues with this. Now, I'm going to test this, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do a full review. But these are just the kinds of things that when I look at new technology, I'm like, why? So my first why is, why do I need this if I have this, which in theory should do the same thing? It certainly is already doing the same thing in the Google world. And if I do absolutely need this, if this offers some sort of phenomenal extra benefit, why is it so important that it be absolutely flat and absolutely in the center? So these are things I'm going to poke around and try to figure out. As I said, I'm able to say whatever I want because nobody paid me to review this. This is something I bought with my own cash so that I could check it out, because this is what I do. I like technology. I like to stay on top of things. And even things that I'm a little skeptical of, if I can possibly scrape together the cash for, I will. The only reason I could do this, to be honest, right now is because part of the invitation was that I did get it for half price. But that, too, kind of makes me feel like the whole part of the invitation is that we are beta testing. And we are paying for the honor and privilege of beta testing, which I'm not a fan of making your customers beta testers. But we'll see. We shall see. We will check this all out. I will report back, but I figured it would be fun to at least, open it and do the unboxing with you and see what happens. Let's see what John's got to say. I guess if you don't have Amazon on your phone, it would be good to have. But I don't see a reason to use the Echo Auto. That's where I'm at. Unless you travel a lot, don't want to use your phone for Amazon Music or something. What is the slot on the side? Is it a card reader? Oh, I didn't even notice that. No, I think that's just... Here, I'll show you what he's talking about. Good eye, John. Look at the man paying attention. So this is what he's talking about. I didn't even notice that. No, it's not a card reader. It doesn't go in very deep at all. My nail barely gets in there. I don't know what that is. I'm wondering if it's some sort of a heat thing, because I'm sure it's not decorative. They don't do those kind of things on these kind of devices. So no, there's no memory card. There's no place to do any of that. It must be something to do with some sort of a heatsink kind of a thing. We'll find out. Yeah, so that's where we're at. This is the unboxing for tonight. This little tiny. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to make the smiley face look unhappy. Look. Okay, so the subtleties of design, right? So you've got the two eyes and you've got the smile, right? It's a happy little device. That didn't happen by mistake. Trust me. There was a lot of planning and conversation around how exactly to lay this out. They could have put the two buttons here. They could have put, like, there's a lot of ways they could have laid this out, but they very purposely laid it out to look like a happy little face to us. Human brains are triggered by these things. They know that. So yeah, it's not. So, and John, as far as if you don't have Amazon on your phone, but you have to have Amazon on your phone for this to work. You have to download the Alexa app for this to work. So that's the other thing I'm confused about. Because my phone will connect to my car, Bluetooth. Like, I'm not, so we'll save this for another night because I want to wrap this up. But I'm not a big fan of the whole infotainment systems built into the car, and you have to, you know, it has to be one operating system or the other. I could go on about that for an hour, and maybe I will one night. But all I want is Bluetooth connection so I can hear it through the speakers, and I can use the phone, the microphone in the car. So again, I don't know why I need this. That throws out, I could see card reader for plumbers or business people to use as a payment system. Okay, no more questions tonight. That's fine. No, you know, I like the questions. Yeah, so I'm really curious why this exists. I do know, okay, so in all fairness, I do know that there are people out there that have taken the Echo Dots and the canister one, the originals, and they have jury-rigged them to work in their car. So, yes, I know that there is interest in this concept. I don't know that there is need. I mean, people just do these kinds of things sometimes because they want to see if they can. They want to see if it would work. And so I know that there's a lot of, if you go and hit YouTube, you'll find a lot of DIY videos on how to take an existing dot or whatever and use it that way. So yeah, again, I'm not completely sure, but I'm going to report back. So that's the thing. So I've got this now. I'm going to spend a couple of weeks with it before I do the review. But first, now that as I'm thinking through this out loud, I'm going to try using the app first, standalone. Then I'll update it and install this. Not the way they want me to, but I'm going to install it the way I want to. And then I will report back after I get a good feel for what it is, because I don't like the idea of just like using it for 2 days and then doing a review on it. I want to use it for a couple of weeks, see how well or it works or it doesn't, see if I get any benefit out of it that's different from the several years benefit I've had from the Google world, and I'll let you know. I will come back and check. Just make an Alexa app on the phone. There is an Alexa app on the phone. That's my point. It's like there is already an Alexa app on the phone. Like if I forget to set Murphy, there's actually a blog post out on my personal site about the fact that I bought an Amazon Echo device for my dog. It was my previous dog, but now my current dog also has the benefit of it. I play music for them. And if I forget, like if I'm rushing out the door, you know, caffeine and sleep deprived, I can actually start the playlist remotely from the app that's already on my phone. That's been there for years. So again, I'm just curious about the use case here, but we'll find out. See why they want it flat when you test. Oh, you know I will. I'm going to try it in all different directions and see what that does to it or doesn't do to it. So yeah, I like testing things. I am well known in all of my workplaces as the person who breaks software. Not physically breaking it in pieces, but just I'm the one who finds the bugs. So yeah, testing these kind of devices is kind of my thing. It's kind of my superpower. So I will let you know. I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. This is something I do whenever I have something to unbox, basically. Oh, it looks like Periscope might have crashed. Sorry, Periscope. Bummer. So yes, I will report back in a few weeks, maybe like towards the end of the summer, realistically. That should give me enough time to test drive it. But in the meantime, I do invite you to come and check out the show every Thursday on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. It is 8 o'clock Eastern Time, US, and I bring a different topic every week, but you are always welcome to come and ask tech questions. My focus is helping small businesses with their tech issues, but you know, any tech question that you bring, I can certainly take a stab at. Dun dun dun. Right, exactly. Yes, the developers at work are always a little nervous when I walk over. So we'll see what happens. But thank you all so much. I hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you have any interest in it, if you see a particular use case for yourself. At first I was kind of thinking like businesses could use it in like service vehicles, you know, for directions and stuff if they give out like a corporate phone or whatever. But again, I don't know that there's really a big benefit to it. But we'll see. We will try it. We will see. I will report back. Have a good one, everyone. I will see you this Thursday at 8 p.m. And I hope you're having a good week. Bye. Thanks, John.